If your show rates are abysmal, it's probably because you are trying to sell in your appointment setting call, or you are not confident or clear on what it is you are doing next. Those are the biggest things that I've just identified with one of our setters, whose no-show rates have gone from 60 to 70% down to less than 20. Super painful. And I've just got a highlight for you guys. An appointment setting call is not for selling. Understand that. It's not called a sales call, it's an appointment setting call, and you do not sell them in it. Don't do that. It's to qualify to see, are we the right fit to help this person? Yes or no? And you might be able to educate them throughout this process. You might be able to say, oh, that's actually not true. This is how it works. That's a good thing. You're giving away free value. That increases the likelihood that they like and trust you and believe you have authority, and thus will then show up to the sales call. If you ever come across a situation where you are trying to persuade someone to change their mind, or to tell them why they should do something, or do something that's, or think a specific thing, that's you selling, okay? Stay away from it. What you need to do, if that situation happens, if they say something and you have an opinion, you can either just acknowledge it, what they've said, oh, I totally understand what you're saying, and then just say the next line in the script and just essentially completely ignore them. That is the lowest tier response, but it's better than trying to sell them. The next good one is, whatever your belief is, you can now ask a question to see if they agree. So a situation that we just had is, we're just doing a live call there, and the parent of of a potential new student is saying, we're in year 9, which is the first year that we help. Okay, so we have qualified them, and we know we can help at this point. Oh, maybe year 9's a little early, maybe we should look at doing this next year in year 10, or maybe even later. And what happened with my current setter is he tried to convince them, saying that earlier is better, all this sort of stuff. Horrible. No one wants to be told that. What the better way to approach this is to say, so I asked him, and I said, hey, why do you think starting earlier is better? And then he said, well, because you can finish sooner. I'm like, right, that's the question you ask. And say, instead, cool, I totally hear you're thinking maybe this is too early, is that right? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Okay. Do you think it would be a bad thing if you were ready for the exam early and you had one less thing to worry about? No. Oh, well, that's probably the worst case scenario of starting early. And if it doesn't sound that bad, what we'll do from here, and that is the start of the next part of the script, right? You just moved on to the next section. That's it. This is so important, but so simple. An appointment setting call is not for selling, okay? Don't try and sell people. Don't try and convince them. Just help them like you, believe you have authority, and increase the likelihood they're going to book onto a call and show up. That's all it's for. There we go. Okay, and by the way, that call turned out, I then messaged him on Google Meet as he was starting to explain why starting earlier is better, and I just said, golden line. And then he just stopped halfway through a sentence, and then he just said, so what we'll do from here is, and he just finished it off. And the mum went, yeah, that would be really helpful. That sounds really good. Let's do that. And then he just booked her in. That was it. Cool. So as a general rule of thumb, and I'm going to give this to my entire sales appointment setting team going forwards, if you find yourself telling them stuff rather than asking questions to get a better understanding, to find out more about their motivations or pains, if you're telling them things that isn't in response to a question, and it's a statement or a belief they have, just carry on with the script. Acknowledge it, say the next part of the script. That's the trick. All right, so we've seen this happen once right now. First call is that booked. He's gonna have a load more. We're gonna see some easy wins. Appointment setting training 101. Here we go. Have a great day, guys. Peace.